It's Tuesday, June 3rd, and we have a lot to look at today, but I'm just going to first tell you all that noise in the background is a pool. I am at the beach right now, so I'm just glad to be able to still be filming videos, but to keep y'all updated, here's our severe weather outlook for today. I'm trying not to talk too loud because there's people asleep in the room next to me, so in that yellow right there, from mid-north Texas all the way through basically all of Oklahoma, up through whatever that state is. I don't really know all my states. Through the bottom of Kansas, through southeast Kansas. Some of it is gonna go through very, very, very northwest Arkansas. And I do not know what that state is, unfortunately. But just know that if you're in that yellow that's above Arkansas, if you're in a state above Arkansas, y'all are gonna have the severe weather going through the whatever state is above Arkansas. Into, I believe that's some of Illinois, and whatever beside that and above the state that's above Arkansas. I'm trying to learn my states so that way I can do this better for y'all, but haven't learned all of them yet. So if you're in that yellow, basically, y'all are going to have the most severe weather. Possible chances of baseball to softball sized hail. And that, if you're in that green marginal risk around that, y'all are going to have some moderate thunderstorms as this is moving northeast. It's moving more east than it is north currently, but just know that if you're in the way of that, just know that that will start to weaken down, but it will eventually still hit y'all. It will still hit Arkansas pretty hard, and yeah, it will be weakened down by the time it gets to Alabama. I'm gonna say Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee, all those states to the east. Y'all are gonna pretty much be fine, as that will roll on later tonight to y'all. And if you're in that light green anywhere else in the U.S., like down there in Florida, all of Florida basically, which is where I am, which looking pretty good right now, so hopefully it stays this way. But if you're in that light green, like that light mint green, y'all are going to have some light thunderstorms in the Florida, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina area. It's only the south parts of all those states, though. And if you're in that light mint green, from California, Arizona, Nevada, I don't know what that state is, Colorado, New Mexico, Kansas, Nebraska, into some of South Dakota, southwest South Dakota, up through Wyoming into Montana and a little bit into Idaho, moving up into northwest North Dakota. Now for our tornado outlook for today, which is actually, we do have a pretty good chance of tornadoes, but it's basically in that area that I said it's going to have very severe weather, possible baseball size, softball size hail, is our main threat for tornadoes. We're also going to have a lot of wind as well as hail in that area, in that yellow right there, the hail. Y'all are going to have some softball size hail, and that brown's going to have baseball, tennis ball size hail. Now for our severe weather outlook for tomorrow. If you're in Nevada, sorry, not Nevada. If if you're in New Mexico, up to a little bit of Colorado, South Colorado, y'all are gonna have probably the most severe weather that we're gonna have that day, which we're not really gonna have too much severe weather. I'm just gonna say heavy thunderstorms, heavy rain showers, in that area. Moving into the Texas Panhandle, and yeah, up there in Illinois, Michigan, I believe Michigan's up there. If you're in that dark green up there, y'all are gonna have some severe weather. Not the most severe that we've seen or that we're gonna have, but it's just gonna have some moderate thunderstorms, heavy rain showers. If you're in that light green anywhere in the U.S., I'm not gonna list all the states because this video will be like 20 minutes long, but y'all are gonna have some just light thunderstorms if you're in that mint green anywhere in the U.S. Texas and Oklahoma is gonna be pretty alright tomorrow, unless these storms strengthen overnight. Y'all are gonna be pretty alright. But now, the wind is going to be pretty severe in those areas. I'm gonna say probably 75 miles an hour max in that New Mexico area. I'm gonna say 60 miles per hour max up there in that other area, Illinois and all the Indiana. Same with the hail. Same's gonna be baseball-sized hail in both of those areas. Nothing too severe. Now for our day 3 categorical outlook, which is just severe weather, which is for June 5th, I believe. Yeah, this is for June 5th. Up there in the Oklahoma and Texas Panhandle area and into South Kansas, y'all are gonna have the most severe weather for the day on June 5th, which is normal. Always happens. If you're in that darker green around that, which is a marginal risk, y'all are gonna have the moderate thunderstorms, and moving up into Arkansas and whatever's above that, y'all are gonna have some of this yellow slight risk that's in Oklahoma and the Texas Panhandle. As it's moving, it will probably weaken by the time it gets to Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia, all the other states past that, Texas, all those states. But it will be pretty strong by the time it gets to Arkansas still, if it continues to strengthen. If you're in that light green anywhere else in the U.S., y'all are going to have some light thunderstorms. Up there in that Maine, Pennsylvania area, y'all are going to have some severe weather. Not too bad, just moderate thunderstorms, and things like that. Now for our 7-day graphical tropical weather outlook. This was issued by the National Hurricane Center in Miami, Florida. The formation chance of a hurricane is not very likely. It's only 40% that there's going to be a hurricane forming there, but there is some tropical storms and some pretty heavy storms that will end up hitting y'all. And as we've looked at yesterday, so right here, like I'm circling right now, y'all can see that is a tropical storm moving up into the Gulf of Louisiana. And like what I just circled is moving up into Alabama and Mississippi, Louisiana, all those states. So y'all just be alert of that this could form, although this will bring some thunderstorms and light rain showers, or heavy rain showers to the Gulf, and possibly major flooding. Storm that could potentially be forming a hurricane or a tropical storm moving up into the Gulf of Mexico. So yeah, which will affect Louisiana, Mississippi, some of Alabama, a little bit of Georgia, about the leftovers of it, but mainly Mississippi and Alabama are our main worries right now, and like Destin, Florida, Gulf Shores and stuff like that. will be affected the most probably. Hurricane experts are saying that this hurricane season will be a little bit above average, but yeah. Click right here to subscribe to Ryan Hall, y'all. Click right here to subscribe to Max Velocity. Click right here to subscribe to me, and click right here to watch one of my latest videos. Ryan Hall and Max Velocity are the reason why I created mine. They go more in detail. I try to keep it simple and basic, which they do too. But yeah, I keep you alert of the storms in your area. Bye.